Sorry if my voice sounds off. It's spring and that's normally allergy season for me, but that's not going to stop me from wanting to give my thoughts on WWE's apparent planning of having Big Show versus Roman Reigns again for a possible match at Extreme Rules. Really? 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 Really, WWE? You're seriously still thinking that this match is going to be great? Um, you've tried how many times? This is like the 10th time in less than 3 months that you've had Big Show and Roman Reigns face off. And if this was 10 years ago, then I would say the match could work if it's done right. But now it's not, it doesn't really work as much anymore. Big Show is not really in his prime. And he's not at the age when he was facing Brock Lesnar in those classic matches they had together. I still recall seeing the ring implode when Brock Lesnar suplexed him off the turnbuckle. But moving on from that, I honestly don't see how Big Show and Roman Reigns can work. Like, I've tried to see if this match could work. I gave it the benefit of the doubt and see, well, maybe this match could exceed my expectations. Maybe it could work, but the matches were not great. They weren't really Roman Reigns' best performances, and definitely not Big Show's. But the only way I see how this match is going to work if they put it in no disqualifications, weapons are used, and well, just pure absolute chaos. That's the only way I can see this match working. Um, also, add to that Roman Reigns is this rising young star, and like, how can you really showcase his abilities with a wrestler that doesn't really move as much as he used to back then? All due respect to Big Show, like I like the guy. He's one of my favorite stars. Just simply for his dominant performances back then, but now he it kind of just seems like seems like he's trying to hang on. Yeah, and he won the Andre the Memorial Battle Royal, and like, man, I really wished Mizdow won that match. Like, I'm not complaining as much, but on that, but I really wanted Mizdow to win. I have my money on Mizdow. Like, it seemed like they were going to do that. Um, moving on from that, but I don't see how WWE is going to paint Roman Reigns as this is the next big thing in WWE. This is our next top guy, and like, and you're pairing him up with the Big Show. Like, that's really going to be the best guy you have to showcase his abilities. I can think of 5 guys off the top of my head that could do a better match with Roman Reigns. Bray Wyatt, they certainly seem to be hinting that he might be going after Roman Reigns. Dolph Ziggler, uh, even Kane would do better than the Big Show. Um, Sheamus. Heck, you could bring back Christian if the WWE will allow it, since he's been trying to push for it to return to the ring. And lastly, I would love to see him fight Daniel Bryan again. They certainly had a great performance at Fastlane. It was a great match, only accompanied by a dead crowd that, according to a lot of people, was watching this under protest, which I will not get into. Um, but yeah, like, I don't see how you can have this match working as much as you think it could work. Like, the only way I see this match working, like I said, is if it's just pure chaos. It's full of weapons and whatnot. But other than that, I don't see how else you can make this match work. Like, maybe they might rise above the occasion and whatnot, rise above the status quo of how Big Show and Roman Reigns matches are. but so far it doesn't really seem like there's much to get out of this. It just seems like, oh well, we ran out of heels to for Roman Reigns to fight. It's not like we can have all these other faces that have nothing better to do that could have a good match with him. Like maybe we could, let's see, have him have a match with, let's see, well, with Dolph Ziggler. Like Sheamus is going after Daniel Bryan, so and it could end up, and in fact, speaking of triple threats, as I was about to say, why not just have Roman Reigns in a triple threat match in the title, have a be making the title match a triple threat match? Like he has something to gain after going after Seth Rollins. He could certainly work with him. He could certainly work with Randy Orton. So why not have Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules? Like I also had predicted once that they were going to do Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns in a fatal four-way Extreme Rules match for the WWE World Heavyweight title, and I would have certainly paid to see that. That would have been awesome. But Brock Lesnar got indefinitely suspended, which translating is saying he'll be back after SummerSlam. Yeah. And like, so then I thought, well, they're gonna do a triple threat match then. Like, Roman Reigns does have a vendetta against Seth Rollins. He's still trying to get vengeance, and I'm really interested in seeing Dean Ambrose go after Seth Rollins again. Though Dean Ambrose needs to win a pay per view first. He hasn't won since his last match with the Shield back in June at Payback. Man, I can't believe it's been that long. It's almost in about a few months. It's going to be a whole year since he last won a pay per view. If he doesn't win any more pay per view matches, but like, but yeah, like I don't really see how Brock Lesnar, I mean Roman Reigns and Big Show are ever going to work. Like I said, no disqualifications, absolute chaos. That's the only way I see this match working. Um, Roman Reigns doesn't really gain anything out of fighting the Big Show, in my view. Like, okay, yeah, I know Big Show's a former world champion on multiple occasions, but can he do a good match? That's the bigger question. And the best match I would say they had was either last week's Raw or well, that's one way. Last week's Raw, which is not saying much, and I would have to say the live episode of SmackDown they had back in January was possibly Reigns' best match with Big Show. Oh, because Reigns kind of showed this aggressive side, like he was venting out his anger and frustration against the fans for booing him in Philadelphia, and he was taking that anger into the ring. And I'm like thinking Darth Sidious is like, let your anger out. Embrace the hatred of the darks and embrace the power of the dark side of wrestling. And like, yeah, like I could reference Star Wars in this. And let's see, but like seriously, how is Big Show and Roman Reigns? I don't think it's gonna work. Heading into Raw tonight, I really hope they don't go forward with that match at Extreme Rules. Would certainly love to hear the rumored Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns match. Um, that would certainly be a better match to see. It would also showcase two future making stars in the making, the next big heel in WWE versus the next big face. Yeah. In fact, I wrote on my site on WordPress that I said that Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt would be the feud that defines the reality era. And yeah, I certainly hope they actually go forward with that feud. So yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and give my thoughts on Big Show and Roman Reigns and that possible match at Extreme Rules they're gonna do. I hope not. This was my thoughts on Big Show and Roman Reigns. This was Reality Entertainment, and like and subscribe.